What's going on, YouTube? Today I want to share a quick story about how it is when you're starting out as an agent. So when I started, I was 21, still in college, working, had another job, interning at a marketing agency, and I was in school, and I just decided to take it on, see what happens. So I had a sale that was, luckily for me, it was a family sale, and so that's kind of why I got my license. But after that, I wasn't necessarily planning to become a full-time realtor. I jumped in from my internship at a digital marketing agency. I ended up getting hired on there, so worked there for about a year and a half while I held my license. After that, so in the agency world, if you're not familiar, agencies are always, moving. They're getting acquired, they're folding, firing people, hiring people. So my agency ended up getting acquired, and we were going from like a group of 8 or 10 to literally 300 or 400. So I decided that if I ever wanted to try real estate and do the entrepreneur thing, that this would be a perfect time. So I was about 22, 23 at this time. I just turned 26 last month. So it's been 3-4 years now. Anyway, so I decided to jump into real estate full time. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be great. I'm gonna crush it. I can easily make as much money as I was making at the agency, if I work full time. So I jump into it, right? And I didn't know exactly what to do. So I'm just doing the normal stuff, going about my days and whatever. I'm probably working 20 hours a week, not that much. First month goes by, no clients come in. Second month goes by, nothing. I'm still working hard, doing open houses every weekend, following up with people, marketing myself on Facebook, whatever, doing the normal social media stuff. 3 months go by, 4 months go by, 5 months go by, 6 months go by, nothing. So I'm sitting there, getting really discouraged now. I'm 23 years old, 22 or 23, I really can't remember. Living at my parents' house, which is great. Like I said, I didn't have a family at the time, still don't. So I didn't have to put food on the table for anybody, and my bills were extremely, extremely low. So 7 months go by, 8 months go by, 9 months go by. So a little, after the 9 months, I got a check. But this video is about the fact that I went 9 months without getting a commission check. I don't think that that's necessarily due to lack of effort. I probably wasn't working as hard as I absolutely could have, but I was working pretty hard and I was trying my ass off. And 9 months went by and I didn't get one single check. So for those of you that are interested in real estate and think that you have what it takes to make it as an entrepreneur, I think you should definitely try it, but keep in mind that there could easily be a time when you go 6, 7, 8, 9 months like I did without getting a single check. Granted, the checks that we make are generally bigger than most other people's checks, but the check that I made there was like $6,000. So I went 9 months without anything, then I got a $6,000 check. So that was great, but to go 9 months, that's a really long time. That's damn near a year without making any money. So that taught me a great lesson, which is how to budget and how to really care about your money. So before then, and sometimes even now, when I get a check, I'm so tempted to just boom, spend it, spend like half of it, 3/4 of it right away on something stupid, whether it be some jewelry, some clothes, some shoes, I love all that stuff. So I spend a lot of money on dumb stuff, to be honest. And, but that time really gave me the insight into what it takes to budget correctly. So, generally speaking, when I get a check, I'll put 70% of it away. And that goes into an account that I don't ever touch. It's not savings. It's even harder to get to than a savings account. So that's my way of kind of making sure that when those dry spells come, because they do come, the market is cyclical, it goes up and down. And just like the market is cyclical, your career is cyclical. So there's peaks and valleys, it goes up and down. However you want to say it. The market goes up and down, and so does your career. So there are months when you're extremely busy and you have 3-4 closings. There are other months when you have 1 closing. There are other months when you might have none, when you might have 0. But especially when you're starting out, there's gonna be a long period of time when you most likely will have 0 closings, or maybe 1 or 2. So if you're lucky enough to have 1 or 2, that's great. But sometimes there'll be 0. And so when you don't make any money, you have to figure out what you're gonna do, and that's when you're really gonna see if you love the business as much as you think and if it's really for you. So I just wanted to make this quick video kind of detailing what it was like for me, and letting you know that if you want to get into real estate, you have to be prepared for the possibility of not getting a check at all for an extended period of time. Now, I think that it's like a, it's like pushing a boulder up a hill. So when you're first starting out, you don't know much, you don't know many people, you don't know how to leverage your network. So you're pushing this big boulder up this really big hill, right? And it seems like it's never gonna get easier. Then eventually the hill will flatten out and you'll be here at the top. So the hill will flatten out. You're just pushing it along, it's easier. And then eventually you'll be chasing the boulder down the other side of the hill. So if you're thinking about real estate, but have some questions, want to become an agent, have some questions about it, hit me up. I'll answer all of them. I would love to chat with anybody about it and kind of share my story with you guys. I love real estate. I love being an agent. It's extremely fun, but you got to learn a few key things with managing your money. So if you have any questions about managing money, or you're trying to save, or you want to get into real estate, I'm by no means a financial advisor, but I have a certain way that works for me. So if you have any questions, holler at me. My phone number's on the screen, my email's on the screen. Text me, call me, email me. I'd love to help. Holler at me anytime. All right, guys.